We rarely talk about the severe impact of childhood trauma in our African communities, but Kankwintus takes us on a roller coaster ride through trauma, loss, and forgiveness. His movie Nganu is a masterpiece that keeps his viewers glued to their screens. In this review, I'm going to be sharing with you my favorite characters, my favorite scenes, and giving you a short review of the movie. So stay connected. Hello there, and welcome to Insights with Joan. For today, I'm going to be reviewing a movie from my home country, Cameroon. I'm so excited about this movie because obviously I'm Cameroonian and I think it's a really, really great story overall. The movie I'll be reviewing today is titled Nganu, written by Proxy Boo, Enna John Scott, and Can Quintus. It was produced by Godis Fungwa and Can Quintus. The movie is about an abusive husband who was sent to the army by his community so that he could use his rage in a more productive manner. The movie explores the reason behind the main character's rage and how his dysfunction affected his family and his community at large, particularly his son. This is a really great movie, in my opinion, because the storyline is really relatable. I feel like so many people can relate to having somebody in their community who is abusive towards their spouse, male or female. As the movie evolves, we can see that there are so many reasons behind why people act the way they do. So many things trigger people into actions that are far away from their natural dispositions. And I think that the producers and the writers did a great job of portraying the story. But before we get into details about what I like and what I didn't like about the story, let's talk about my favorite characters. Asa Melfin is my favorite character in the movie, and she plays the role of Nganu's wife. So she was the one who was being beaten and tortured. She went through quite a lot in the movie. The reason why I think she's my favorite character is because she embodies the sorrow of someone who is really in pain. You know, sometimes it's really hard for you to expose that emotion to the viewers, and as she did a great job. For me, watching her, I could feel her pain from her facial expression to her body language to her tone of voice. I mean, everything was on point. I like the fact that I could look at her and without her saying a word, I could tell that this woman was going through a whole lot. She took the character and made it her own, and that's something that I really, really applaud her. I just want to tell you that you're an amazing, amazing actress. I love the role you played, and I can't wait to see what you have next in store for us. Alain Menget is my second favorite character, and he plays the role and he plays the role of the community salesman. So he had a tiny shop and he was basically the store owner in the community, so to speak. We all know that Alain Menget is like the royalty in the Cameroon film industry. He's an amazing, outstanding actor. And one thing that I just want to mention that I loved about his role in Nganu is the fact that you could really see the traditional man, not really traditional, so to speak. You could really see the layman, that's the word. You could see the layman in his character. And the pidgin that he spoke, it's not the one that we speak. His pidgin is on another level. And sometimes while I was watching the movie, I was like, I had to go and watch again and sometimes read the subtitles, really understand what he said. I mean, his pidgin in the movie, you just say he's the baba of them all. Not to talk about his acting, effortless. I mean, flawless, beautiful. Well, as the royalty of the Cameroon film industry, what else can we expect? He's the boss, and as the boss, he just had to show us how it's done. I just want to say a great, great job to our chief, Alain Menget. My third favorite character, which I think he did a great job of portraying it, is Ganu's son. You know, sometimes when you're acting among big actors, sometimes you may feel lost in a role. And I like the fact that he put his own flair in the role as Nganu's son because Nganu was a character on his own. He, as Nganu's son, he did a great job. I love the work that he did. And that's another applause to him from me. Well, I don't want to talk too much about the main character Nganu because, well, if you've watched The Fisherman's Diary, then you should know that Nganu's character is, well, Can Quintus did an amazing job. It's not something I need to talk about. When it comes to embodying a role, he's just a chief. I'll not take too much time talking about Nganu's role. His role was amazing, but I just want to talk about the other people that I really enjoy in the movie. I just want to give them a great shout out. You're amazing. I loved your characters. I loved your interpretation of your roles. I love the movie in general. So let's go into my favorite scene. My favorite scene in this movie is the scene where Nganu came back from his military service and he came back home, met his son, and they were having a really intense conversation. And the reason why I love this scene in particular was because sometimes we don't really express our feelings, particularly African parents. They find it hard to express their feelings to their children and tell their children what really is wrong. And this scene shows that we can be vulnerable with our children, and this vulnerability, rather than make us look weak, makes us look strong, makes us look human, makes us look like we too have struggles in life. Because parents sometimes put on the I feel no pain facade, which sometimes make their children look at them in a sort of idealistic way. Parents are not idols, they're human beings like every other person. The reason why I really love this scene is because it brought a different dimension of the character and he made him more vulnerable, made him tell his son what exactly happened in his childhood that messed him up so much. And why, as the story evolves, you see how his vulnerability impacted the character and the storyline after all. I don't want to give too many spoilers, so go and watch the movie. Now, let's talk about one thing I feel like I didn't like about the movie. The main thing I didn't like about the movie was the part of the movie where Nganu, the main character, went to the military camp. I feel like the scenes in the military camp could be better developed. The storyline in the military camp could be better developed. That was a great opportunity for them to bring in more flavor into the movie at the military camp. I really look forward towards the storyline while he was at the military camp, but I feel like it fell a little short, and I really wish that the story was expanded upon. But apart from that, it was a great movie, great delivery. So that's that about my favorite scenes, my favorite characters, and what I think could have been improved about the movie. So in general, I think it was a really well done movie for the Cameroon industry. It was the characters did a great job, including the extras, the other characters who were not the main characters. You have Blaise B, you had Askia, you had Kosi, you had Nabil. I mean, they did a great job. Every single person played their character to the best of their ability, and I enjoyed watching the movie. So, without further ado, I just want you to go to Netflix, watch the movie, like, subscribe, comment, tell me what you love about the movie if you've watched it already. Who is your favorite character? Who don't you like that much? What do you like about the storyline? What do you hate about the storyline? And while you are commenting and talking about the movie, please follow our actors and actresses. Please follow them. I went to a couple of their pages and they don't have as many followings as they deserve. Please follow them, like their pages, comment, applaud them for the work they did, applaud them for the work they are doing to promote the Cameroon film industry. I think they did a great job on this one. So please, let's just like, follow them, and encourage them. Until next time, read, watch movies, explore, and have fun.